I brought this so I can explain to you what orange peel is.
Okay.
He's calling his paint job a custom paint job, and when I got there, it looked like the outside of this avocado.
The paint did.
Yeah, very, very...
Not smooth.
Very textured, yes.
Okay.
So when you paint a car, before you color sand it, you end up with orange peel. So that's what they call it, orange peel, because it's like the peeling of an orange.
Okay.
You know, it's like very, like craters everywhere.
Okay.
Once the color sanding is performed, when you sand down the car, it goes from shining to a flat finish. And it doesn't shine anymore. It looks like, oh my God, what happened to the shine? And then you take the buffer, which I brought, and some compound, and you machine polish it, and then the clarity begins to come back, and then it starts to look like a mirror, and then it starts to look smooth like an apple. But his paint was like really, really bad. It was like one of the worst.
So what would it look like after wet sanding?
It'll look like glass, like a mirror. You know, literally, you can do your hair, shave, whatever.
Because when I hear sanding, I feel like you're scratching at the paint.
Yeah, the color sanding, when you sand it with sandpaper, you're cutting into the clear coat. So when you cut into the clear...
Not the paint itself, but the clear coat.
not the paint itself, it's the clear coat.
You have a video, Mr. Mason?
Yes, I do have a video.
And what does the video show us?
The video shows the texture of the paint and the contaminants from when his spray booth collapsed on top of the car.
Okay, let's watch this video.
So we're about to get started now. It's all wet sand. Orange peel's gone. It's flat. And I just want to show you that we're going to bring this car to the ultimate wet look. So before, and after. No sand scratches, no swirl marks. You know, just clarity and depth. The customer, he's going to be absolutely blown away.
Mr. Cerioli, that looks great.
Except for the damage on that hood.
I couldn't tell where the damages were, and I believe you have a video that could show us.
Please, that would help.
Explain the damages.
Yes.
Okay, let's see. That's helpful. But... Okay, I see that.
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay, so that was really helpful. I appreciate both of your videos a whole lot. Okay, so Mr. Mason, you noticed some of the dings that we noticed?
Did.
Okay, what was that about?
What that was about is that the paint wasn't cured. It didn't dry. Yeah, it wasn't baked. You have to bake the paint job, you know, after it's painted and clear coated. You have to put it in an oven and bake it up to 140 degrees.
That's
an oven?
You know, so,
That's incorrect,
so that it'll cure.
Wait, so why is it happening on certain parts of the car but not all, if that's the case? Because it was painted all together, right? So
yeah, it was painted all together, but, you know, some parts were coming out great. The problem started once we got to the door. And we were polishing, compounding the door and bringing back the shine, you know, through the sand scratches. And once we buffed out the door, and then we looked up, pulled the machine away, and I did a low speed, RPMs like 1800. I don't buff fast and high density with the buffer, because if you do that, you know, you set yourself up for a quick mistake that you can't roll back.
Okay.
So I'll turn it on at 1800 RPMs, and I'll just kind of warm the paint up with the compound and glide, and that's what we did.
And Mr. Cerioli, you're claiming that the damages that you showed us in this video were done by the buffer?
Correct, except for the hood. If you look at page 13, the top photograph, you can see where the stripes of the flag kind of come together.
Yeah.
That's a dent facing upward from underneath the hood. And if you look at page 14, the top photograph, that's the engine. If you look at the lines at the top of the engine, that's what dented the hood from underneath. So it's clear that while he was buffing this hood, it did in fact slide back, collide with the engine. It dented the hood upwards, and it also gouged the yellow paint on the side of the car from the sides of the hood falling. When I came home that day, the hood wasn't even on the car. The hood was just sitting on the concrete floor. My question right away was, hey, how come the hood's on the concrete floor? Why isn't it on the car? And his answer was, oh, we took it off just to get it out of the way. I'm like, okay. And then once he left, I took my time, I cleaned the car, and I just assessed all the damage to the car, and the hood was wrecked. The hood was bad.